After completing my last injections and the trigger shot that would release my eggs, I did my egg retrieval surgery.
All I remember was just going to sleep. So I didn't feel anything.
Out of the 29 eggs they removed, 8 survived fertilization and growth, so those ones were frozen. And then my schedule got pushed back a month when I didn't get my period and things didn't feel quite right. I'm worried that if something does go wrong, then I'll regret like trying to push forward. But after that, we were back on track and ready for our embryo transfer.
It's implantation day.
That process was really fast. When they put the embryo in, I think they have under a minute to get it in place, and seeing it all happen on the screen was so surreal.
Yeah.
Since implantation occurs 3 to 8 days after the embryo transfer, the HCG produced by the embryo will be detectable in your bloodstream after that time.
How do you think that?
I thought I felt pregnant all the time before when it was just my period, and this time I don't feel much. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I was scheduled to do a blood pregnancy test 9 days after the transfer, but I wanted to have that moment of finding out to myself because that's how I've always envisioned it instead of in a doctor's office. So I decided to take an at-home pregnancy test the day before. I got this one, so let's do it. Never raced faster in my life. I did my surprise for Tom, which I'll put in another video coming up.
Whoa! Ooh. Wow! You have a baby! You have a baby! Finally!
That night was full of happiness and excitement and dreaming about what our future was going to look like.
I want to tell my sister so badly.
I'm a bit hesitant because I want to wait till we can hear the heartbeat, because that's one of the big appointments.
We're going to do the blood test now, and then 2 hours after we'll meet with the doctor. So it will confirm whether the pregnancy test I took yesterday was correct or not. Just finished the blood test and we have about a 2 hours wait until we find out the results. So we're both just here working and trying to keep ourselves busy. And I'm having my second breakfast of the day. We're on the way. Coming here at the beginning, there's many pregnant statues around and many pregnant families. So I always wondered if it's gonna be me one day. Did it?
The urine test?
Yes.
You checked it?
Yes,
Was
yesterday.
Negative? Positive?
Positive.
Okay. Now I need to tell you the result. That yes, you are. The level is positive, and the HCG level.
We found out that the embryo had implanted, but my HCG levels were pretty low.
Implantation happened. Okay, so there are some reactions and your HCG level increased.
Yeah.
Supposedly, if there is no reaction, embryo and the lining, the HCG is 0.
Okay.
So what I need to confirm is that whether is it just a bit late, because the level need to be accumulated. Okay, if the level was the reaction time is actually start a bit late, when we check today, then the level will be a bit lower. So we need to check whether the level 2 days later.
Oh.
Okay, if the level is keep rising, which means that the embryo is catching up, it's all right. However, if the level is just settle or drop, then maybe it's not a good one.
Oh, okay.
Although this one seems that the level of HCG is not very high, I don't think they have any problems.
Oh,
Her uterus as well, her lining as well, her hormone as well. So of course we still hope that it's just a little bit delay. So I will ask my nurse to arrange a blood test with you 2 days later, and I will call you back for the result.
Let's wait 2 more days.
2 more days for another blood test. I'm so scared. I feel so bad now.
Like a roller coaster. Bring your emotion up and drop you to the bottom. Keep positive, hopeful.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. Hopefully it's just delayed. Babe, she won't stop kissing me. Bob, do you know something? You can feel what we said.
Hey guys, so I think I left you off last at the clinic finding out that I tested positive and the implantation occurred. It could have meant that the baby was just slow to grow and they could go back up, or it could mean that I lost it. And I need to go back tomorrow to confirm with the blood test, but I've been taking pregnancy tests again, and both yesterday and today it says not pregnant now, and there is no more lines, so weird. I was so happy 2 days ago. The thing is I know in my heart everything happens for a reason, and the doctor was saying my hormone levels were good, my uterus was perfect, everything was right, so it must mean that something was wrong with the chromosomes. So it just wasn't meant to be this time, and I'm trying to just remember that and remain hopeful and do this all again. But maybe I just need a couple of days to just sit in my feelings and recover.
Okay, so the HCG of 2 days is only 3.
So
It's increasing. Yeah, it's unlikely to be a late embryo. Actually, it's a failed pregnancy. So I would suggest you to stop the hormones. So
Okay.
you have some mutual adjustments, and I will expect your menstruation will come a few days later.
Low level, eh?
yeah, it went down to 3, so no pregnancy now.
Okay, let's try again.
Yeah, so I have to wait for my period, then go back on day 2.
Okay.
Living on my own and modeling over the years and being sort of independent from the age of 20 has forced me to get to really know myself and deal with my own emotions and deal with how I handle things. I've become quite strong in that sense, but I think that nothing can prepare you for, I don't know, just like
you feel like you're crushing your partner, and I should probably tell you what I'm talking about. It worked. I tested positive on a pregnancy test, and then the baby stopped growing and I lost it. I wasn't that far along, so I don't think it would be considered a miscarriage, and it wasn't as painful as a miscarriage. It was just more of a heavier period and a heavy heart. What made it really difficult for me was the initial positive test, because we were so happy. The months surrounding it were very difficult. At this point, coronavirus was getting really bad in Hong Kong, and my mental state was at an all-time low. We needed to save up more money, and my body just really needed a rest. So we decided to take a break from fertility treatments. I wouldn't want this path for myself. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but I found a silver lining, a few positive things that I could take away from it, and I wanted to share them with you. So the very first thing I learned was compassion, both towards myself and mostly towards other people. You really don't know what someone is going through. They may look very happy and put together on social media or even out in person, but behind closed doors, things are totally different. Yeah, just literally everyone is going through something. Everyone is carrying some sort of burden and has some sort of heartache. So I've really learned to not jump to assumptions, especially when it comes to families and couples. Everyone is going down their own path. Everyone has their own different problems, and every family is complete in its own way. So I really will not ask people when they're going to get pregnant, or anything, when they're going to do anything. Everyone is on their own journey and moving at their own pace and dealing with their own struggles. It's also given me a lot of courage, because there's been so many times where I just wanted to give up. I didn't want to take any more hormones that ruin my days or make me feel unstable or not like myself anymore, or make my clothes not fit when I wanted to make an outfit video, as stupid as it sounds, but sometimes that will just throw off your whole day. I didn't want to be poked anymore. I didn't want to there were so many times where I just wanted to give up when things weren't really working. Then I would have an ounce of hope again, and I would be back through those doors. And I realized that I can get through anything, I think. Infertility has really made me feel unstoppable. I stopped looking at myself in the mirror and seeing a woman who is inadequate or incomplete, and seeing someone who has courage and strength and can do anything if she puts her mind to it and just keeps working at it. It taught me to not give up. I can take time to rest and re-energize, but then I can do it again. Also, it brought all of my relationships closer. I spoke to my family a lot, and they made me feel really great. We became a lot closer. My friends always checked in on me and would send me things and do little pick-me-ups, and I just felt so much love from them. And then there's Tom. He is a man of very few words, especially on camera, but he was with me every single step of the way and just showed me more love and kindness than ever. Our relationship became closer in every way, but mostly emotionally, which I don't think we were on that level before, because we hadn't really struggled with much up until this point. Infertility really tests you. You go through disappointment together, you go through financial pressures together, pain, guilt, because you think it's I personally always felt like things were my fault. I mean, I always knew he would be there through thick and thin no matter what, and he will always keep working at things. I saw that in him from the beginning. It was one of the reasons why I knew he was my person. but this just brought it to a whole nother level. He was always there to hold my hand and walk me through things, even if he couldn't look, which was fine because we are a great pair in that sense. He's afraid of needles when I'm okay with them. I'm very forgetful and he always remembers and would give me little reminders. When I was feeling low, he would always lift me up, whether it was through his positivity or his songs or just
Congratulations.
his ability to remain calm and accept things for the way they are and come up with solutions to just move forward, not dwell on things. He's really good at that. We went on to have the toughest year of our lives, which had nothing to do with our relationship. Our relationship was probably the only thing in a good place. I'm not gonna go into details about everything that went on, but yeah, we had the most difficult time of our lives. It definitely was for me anyways. But I am coming to you today in a much better place. We both are as individuals and as a couple, stronger than we were and ready to try again.